Facebook's gonna reban you. That's what's gonna happen.
First day back in, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden, boom, reban.
You guys again.
Hello, 2026. We are the Podguyz Podcast, bringing it to you live as we do via Facebook Live.
Back on Facebook.
Back on doing it.
Where it all began.
Welcome to 2026. Woo!
Yeah.
Doing it.
They said we'd never make it to 2026. But that was back in 2020 when they were predicting way too much death.
Yeah, and
a lot.
That we wouldn't make it.
Yeah. But we made it.
We did.
That's the important part, right? Yeah.
He survived.
Tony,
I'm Tony Cass.
Kevin Neary here.
Of course, we have the ever-loving Picasso, the doer of all things doodly, the creator of all things cartoony. He is the zany, the gamey, the insaney. Les Barquet.
And this is the biggest news. Sparky saying hi is the second biggest news. Biggest news is Tony's ban on Facebook has been lifted.
Yay!
He went Facebook Live today to let everyone know. And I was like, whoa, what's going on here? You know.
Yeah, I had to double check because on now shout out to Facebook. Fuck you.
Yeah, big fuck you to Facebook. Holy shit. All he did was say what Andy Dick said. What is wrong with you, Facebook?
They banned me for a month for saying what Andy Dick actually did in a video and in real life. Congratulations, Facebook. You're fucked twice.
Man. No wonder PBS has to just not be on Facebook, I guess. I don't know.
For real.
God.
Now, a big one, of course, PBS going out of business altogether. What do you guys think about that?
Can you really call it a business when you, A, don't make any profit, and B, rely on billions of dollars of public funds? PBS has been floating on air for a long time, Tony, and people think that they're getting objective news or whatever. They think that they're getting unspoiled news because it comes from public funds. Think about that for a second. They think is
that a real thing? Like,
I'm serious, yeah.
So they're getting grants and funding, private funding, of course, in the millions, if not billions, of dollars to do things every year.
About running total is at $24 billion.
Ooh.
$24 billion, right?
Public broadcasting. Love it.
And that went from, well, and here's the thing. They have commercials that they're, at a reduced rate or whatever in some areas. But again, the reason that people like PBS is because they feel like they're getting unadulterated news. Like you're getting just the news, and that's not true. What you're getting is an impression of somebody else's news as well. It's opinionated media all around. Your regular Sesame Street can be found on YouTube. I've been saying this forever, Tony. Get a YouTube channel. Show me exactly how much you are loved by the people and support yourself that way. Because in my opinion, you're no better than a YouTube creator. You're no better than a content creator, and people shouldn't be using or begging for public funds in the billions and billions of dollars to Public Broadcasting Corporation. It's about time. I think it's I would say 10 years too late, maybe 9 years too late. But yeah, it's definitely about time. Did you notice, Tony? Did you notice they didn't even say, you know what? We don't need public funding. We're so smart that we can figure out how to do this by ourselves.
Wow. Yeah. No.
Yeah. They didn't do that at all. They said, we're either getting the free money or we're out of here. Free money or we're out. No in between. What kind of bullshit is that? Seriously, nobody ever gets to like, and they're on like this pompous bullshit saying, oh, I guess it's everyone else's loss. What do you mean it's everyone else's loss? We're literally living in the information age. You've just got a group of people that are dedicated to also buying the newspaper every day, that want to keep PBS around for sentimental value. You serve no purpose anymore because there's way too much out there, in the words of Bill Burr.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Now, would you say that they're more left or right wing leaning as far as PBS is concerned?
I mean, I could. They're okay. So if I would put out a spectacle there, OAN, far right, Fox News, right, CNN, way to the left, right? Yeah, MSNBC, left. We're in some fucking weird fantasy land of the, appropriations of the left, of the NBC idea. There aren't too many right-wing media sources out there, so they know where their bread is buttered, and they know that Democrats are the big-time party to want to fund them and continue to raise their funding. So I think they're beholden to that party's vision just because the money is there. You saw no struggle for them to just collapse immediately when the money was taken away. They didn't hold a last telethon. They didn't do anything. They had no business plan to figure it out.
They had zero effort going into it, as far as not necessarily even knowing that their ratings and fellowship have dwindled over the years, and especially from the whole situation of streaming TV and the loss of a lot of people trying to get away from cable networks in general. So, I mean, there's always that. It's kind of sad to see. But
no, there's how much something costs. They've had enough room to fail every year without any repercussion. You can't do that if you're a regular business. If you are TNT, if you're like a Ted Turner, Time Warner, AOL, AT&T, these guys have people to answer to. They have to answer to their shareholders. They have to be beholden of public ratings constantly. They have to get in there and work and negotiate. PBS had to do some of that, I'm sure. But if they failed, it was oh, well, we still get money though, right?
Yeah, that's true. And a lot of it did come from the federal government. So, I mean, the federal government did pony up a lot of money for a lot of years, where everybody just kind of sat behind. And PBS, believe it or not, the public broadcasting service isn't necessarily owned by an entity, but it is a membership organization collectively owned and governed by its approximately 350 local, independently operated member stations. So there are a bunch of member stations all across the country that do get paid for this, and some of them that don't get paid for it. Like they do a service by trying to give you free public broadcasting for free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, do they ask for donations? Yes.
Yeah.
Because who wouldn't want to get paid?
Okay. All right. So to that note, and that's great.
Yeah.
Those specific stations, I'm sure they can live off of state money. They could probably live off of county money, federal money.
There are private companies that do donate a lot of their money,
right?
And there's a list of them online. Do you want to hear what they are?
I would love to hear what they are. I'm sure they have no ill will.
No. Liberty Mutual Insurance is number one.
Okay, liberty, liberty, liberty. Yeah, okay,
Liberty,
yeah,
liberty.
yeah. They promote.
Con-
They have a spectrum of promoting
they
places.
do. They do.
Yeah.
Consumer Cellular.
Oh, that's a proud sponsor of the Podguyz Podcast, right?
Yeah, Consumer Cellular, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you would like a free phone paid for by the government, you can get it from Consumer Cellular.
Just use promo code Sparky.
Yeah.
Promo code Sparky.
No, I think the special code is Obama phone.
Obama phone. My bad.
Yeah. It's got a silent H in there somewhere.
So it's spelled like Omaha.
Yeah. If that's where you want to put your H.
Anywhere. Yeah.
Whatever. And by the the Alfred P. Sloan Foundation. Additional funding provided by the Robert David Lyon Gardner Foundation.
Yeah, you know that's a rich guy's name when he has 5 names.
Oh hell yeah. It's like 4 families, and they're just like, well, instead of buying an island, we'll just donate $1 million and
Ralphie A. Davis. Well, you know, when it ends in numbers too.
Robert David Lyon Gardner. Oh, and Dick Smothers, by the way. Yes.
And Dick Smothers. I thought that said Andy Dick Smothers.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
The Documentary Investment Group.
What? Yeah, that sounds like a drug cartel right there.
That just sounds boring.
It's like a Ken Burns documentary.
The Corporation for Public Broadcasting, Public Television Viewers. Yeah. So those were the major funders for, of course, PBS. But who knows? Will they shut down? Will they not shut down? What to know? Get
them out of there.
They do say that it's going to dissolve following millions in budget cuts spurred by the Trump administration. The board for the Corporation for Public Broadcasting voted to dissolve the organization on January 5th after Congress voted in July to claw back $1.1 billion that had been allocated for its use.
Miss Rachel is on YouTube. You can find her,
all the good ones. What are the names? God, those 2 brothers, the cats, not the Aristocats. Man, they're from Australia, and they turn into bugs and animals.
Okay, never heard of them though.
Oh, he's on there. Oh, it's crazy.
This is even crazier. I can actually find us live on YouTube again. My God.
Wow.
But Tony.
Who would have figured? No. By the way, if you do want to see a great episode of last week, we did our collective 2026 celebrity death pool. That's right. For fun, for entertainment only, for exercise of the brain, to see who in the celebrity world will kick the bucket. They will shred the cheese of death and encompass the lettuce.
That was a funny episode too. I did a rewatch of it a couple times on YouTube, and I'm like, yeah, this is pretty funny. I didn't know your brother's favorite Jew is Neil Diamond. Had no idea.
Wow, who knew?
Yeah, we have over 163 mini clips out there. So if you're following along like Reservoir Dogs, just out of order and flipping around.
Now, I did this as kind of as a joke.
I like it.
Yeah, and I kind of like it because I might do it every week. Yeah. Just as a nephew to Facebook. And I'm like, oh my God, they put me on the ban. They put me on the 1-month ban, which was stupid. It was a first-time offender. I wrote something that was dubiously stupid, like so stupid. And then they accused me of doing drugs. I was like, ooh, God, that's great paraphernalia, drug use, and blah blah blah. Was all in the mainframe. And I'm like, all right, you know what? I'll take it on the chin. And I'll just come back bigger, badder, better.
I think that they were saying that you were promoting overdosing on crack.
Smoking dope on a whatever. What is
Yeah,
that shit?
yeah. Fentanyl,
Hmm, Whatever.
I mean, it's not like, a deadly drug.
No, whatever. They call it F Daddy for a reason.
Do they call I mean, we got crazy events happening all around. Oh my god. What do you want to start with, man? I know your favorite. I know your favorite one was. I know it.
I'm ready.
Um David Stern. Is that no Daniel Stern?
Daniel Stern.
Daniel Stern. Solicitation of prostitution. Mr. City Slicker himself, the wet bandit, was soliciting a prostitute. Now, I'm throwing it out there. I'm guessing any way that he solicits sex is going to be attached to money eventually by sentence number 3.
And not even that. Not even that. Let's get into a theoretical play-by-play of how this is at the window when a woman of the night comes to solicit her services at his car. Can you picture this happening? And I can see him saying something about a wet bandit at least twice in his spiel.
I think he would have to, remind the person several times who he was in the movies, right? And even then, after they don't know who he is, he's like, okay, how about $1,000? Oh, this is great. This is from Fox 11 LA. Actor Daniel Stern, famous for playing Marv in Home Alone, received a citation for allegedly soliciting a prostitute at a hotel in Camarillo, California. The 68-year-old was not arrested, but the misdemeanor charge carries a potential penalty of 6 months in jail or $1,000 fine, which ironically was how much the blowjob could have costed him. $1,000. Stern has not yet commented on the citation or his recent October hospitalization following an undisclosed medical emergency called I Need a Sponge Bath. That's an emergency anymore. He's best known for playing Marvin Home Alone. December 10th, Stern was given a citation, blah, blah, blah. What they're saying, Stern, however, in an interview and People published on Christmas Eve, Stern spoke about being commissioned by the owners of the Home Alone house to create a bronze sculpture. Well, that's just hanging on there, isn't it? Sparky was actually there witnessing the whole thing.
Wait, does Sparky have a portrayal of the bronze sculpture?
I don't think so. Sparky, flip that shit around.
You should come with me because I do not want to be home alone.
Now, that is a pickup line you just can't deny. Unless you don't recognize the man or the reference and you're too young of a prostitute, then you won't. Then you won't get him. You won't get it. Man, poor Daniel Stern.
Did you hear what the sculpture is of the because I found another story that tells me what the sculpture is of the at the Home Alone house.
What is the sculpture of?
So, last month, the 68-year-old turned artist and farmer told people he was commissioned by the family that purchased the Chicago house featured in the film to make a replica of himself in the spider from the iconic tarantula scene. I got a call from the people who own the Home Alone house, and I'm a sculptor, and they asked if I would do a sculpture for the house. So I'm creating a sculpture of me and the spider, which is going to be kind of crazy. So I'll be at the Home Alone house so that the spider, whatever his name was, Charlie, by the way, was the name of the spider, is being immortalized in bronze.
Outstanding.
Yeah. Now, do you think that that's going to happen now?
Yeah, I still think it's going to happen.
You think it's still going to happen?
Yeah, I mean, because it's not like he kidnapped somebody and whatever. It was
He just tried to buy a little action.
If he was in Nevada,
he should have went to a brothel, dude. That would have been his thing.
What fun is that?
You know. No, he had to solicit a girl of the night.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. NBC will no longer air an upcoming episode of Law and Order SVU, in which Timothy Busfield appears in a guest star role. It was recently reported. Now, the reasoning for this is because it was reported an arrest warrant was issued for Busfield in New Mexico on charges of sexual abuse involving a minor. Tony, this is all the more reason to air the episode because, come on, it just happened.
It just happened. I mean, fresh.
Yeah, like this guy, if he's playing a pedophile on Law and Order SVU, right? Maybe this was how he prepared for the role. Your thoughts?
Oh, he's a method actor.
He's method acting. That's all he's doing.
Acting.
Who
knew? Timothy Busfield, you sly devil, you.
Son of a bitch. You genius. He's a genius actor. That's what it is. He's not a pervert. Just him being a fucking genius actor, I guess, right?
Now, of course, these charges are alleged.
Yeah.
Innocent until proven guilty, of course.
Warner Brothers Television, which produced The Cleaning Lady, had conducted an internal investigation into Busfield's behavior towards the boys on set in 2025, following an anonymous tip involving a separate incident. The studio previously issued a statement regarding the accusation, stating, "The health and safety of our cast and crew is always our top priority, especially the safety of minors on our productions. We take all allegations of misconduct very seriously and have systems in place to promptly and thoroughly investigate. And when we needed to take appropriate action, we were aware of the current charges against Mr. Busfield and have been and will continue to cooperate with law enforcement." Tony, throwing it out there. Last name Busfield sounds like a pedophile's last name.
Yeah. Yeah,
really just, it sounds like a fucking Arnold and his friend on Good Times or whatever the hell go down to Mr. Busfield's, right? And you're like, don't go there, kids.
Yeah, stay out of his van.
Mr. Busfield's a very weird old man.
The Wi-Fi is busted and he gives you old crotch candy.
He only has broken toys in that basement and melted ice cream. You'll find nothing else.
Sad dreams and depression for everyone.
Yeah, it's a Kwanzaa Christmas, right? Kwanzaa flavored. My God, Tony. My favorite I saw, and I had to reshare it, was the Barbie company.
Ooh. Now, this is pretty interesting, and I'm glad that you shared this because I do find it an interesting.
This is great. I'm gonna pop the picture up on the screen.
Story, right?
It is the Barbie debuts new doll with autism. Now, you can tell she has autism because if you look at the picture, she's got headphones on because of overstimulation of noises, right? Yep. See, in her hand, she has a little spinner because
she's got a fidget toy,
something to stim with, I guess, right? And then, I guess a calendar of some sort to help her with her autism or something like that. This is amongst Barbie's inclusive toys. So that way, if your child is autistic, diagnosed that way, and says, damn,
they say that this particular autism doll can tell you the name if you give it the year. It'll tell you the day if you give it the year.
Oh, isn't that cool trick? But
yeah, it's a cool trick.
It's specifically like if your kid was diagnosed with autism, Tony, they could now say to themselves with the comfort and knowledge, like, damn, this autism thing was hard until now. And just grab the doll and know that they can play with it forever, knowing that now their doll has also a lot of problems ahead of time.
It's true.
This way, Ken and Barbie could be like, hey, you want to go out, Barbie? Barbie's like, yeah, where do you want to go? And autistic Barbie's like, it just can't be a place with bright lights. You're like, we weren't going to invite you anyways, autistic Barbie.
Yeah, thanks, autistic Barbie.
You weren't going. You can't hang out. And then autistic Barbie.
Did you ever watch the Barbie movie?
No.
You haven't had the displeasure?
No, I have not. I didn't have the urge to see the Barbie movie.
I'm sorry.
I know. Yeah. Have you seen the Barbie movie, Tony?
I was forced to watch it.
Wow.
But it was not to say it wasn't as good or as bad as you think it might be.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a bad good movie. And people loved it. People absolutely loved it. And I have no idea why.
It feels like Toy Story, though. Because Barbie's a toy.
Kind of, sort of. It's a weird play on, not to say like, God, like the amount of people that were in that movie that are being recycled through the DC and Marvel universe.
Yep.
That were in that movie in general is like fucking off the hook. But you see how Hollywood takes a character, and not necessarily any character. It could be any character in general, and just kind of recycle it from movie to movie to movie to movie to movie. And you don't have to be a prolific star. You don't have to be a great actor or actress. You just have to have a following for people to pay their money to come see you in the movies or on DVD.
Yep, they took a popular toy item and then a hot actress at the time, Margot Robbie, not to say that she's cooled down since then, and Ryan Gosling, of course, just because they're interchangeable as well. You could have put any actress in that role because Barbie is so much of a familiarized and iconic toy for children that to just start off with Barbie as iconic as a Batman or a Superman or Hot Wheels or Slinky, like these toys have made it into pop culture and cemented themselves forever. That you make a valid point. They didn't really need a script. All they needed to say was it's a Barbie movie, and if you don't watch it, you're anti-woman. And if you do watch it, well, hey there, fella. What up? Right? See what I mean?
Yeah.
The Heisen, that I don't know. I didn't care for it though. I just think that Barbie, the Mattel company, is really after everybody's money. They don't care who it could be. They'll make gay Ken, next because why not? Ken's,
I mean, that's what he was in the movie, per se.
He was gay. He was gay in the movie. Gay-ish.
Gay-ish.
And
that's okay. Like if they wanted to pass some, some sort of persona onto him, I mean, it's probably going to be in that movie. Anywho.
I want a movie like the Slinky movie because it's going to start off up here and then it's all downstairs.
You know what I would like? Pac-Man movie again.
A Pac-Man movie.
Let's do Pac-Man again.
I didn't see the first one. It was good.
No, I don't know. I've never seen one.
Yo, that'd be great if there was like if Timothy Busfield was in the Pac-Man movie.
Oh
And
God.
I know they can't air it. Like who sexually assaults on the set of Pac-Man? Like,
Yeah. Blinky, Blinky, Inky, and Dot.
Slinky movie starring Dick Smothers.
True. That's true. You know what was my favorite story of this week?
His dick will have you saying, "I can't fucking breathe anymore. Get this thing."
Dick Smothers. You know what was my favorite story of this week, Evan?
I don't want to guess because I'm going to guess the wrong one.
No, this one involves a 68-year-old woman named Vera Liddell.
Thank God.
And you may say to yourself, who is Vera Liddell? She is a household name right now.
Here at the Podguyz, we are hitting the hottest stories right now. Vera. What happened to Vera?
Vera Liddell, a longtime school employee, has been sentenced to 9 years in prison after a scheme involving an extraordinary amount of stolen food. Now, this goes years in the making. 2020. Oh God, Sparky's he's doing something. That's going to be horrible. This starts in the beginning of July 2020. It involved more than 11,000 cases of wings.
Oh my God, I saw this one, and Tony, this is
Those damn chickens.
This is some cafeteria level Ocean's 11 kind of stuff.
Ocean's 11 shit. Yeah, yeah, it was. And the funny part was this was even during COVID. So remember that time that they killed all the chickens because they said they had some sort of disease and they mass genocided chickens. Bird flu. That's what it was.
The bird flu. Yet all the birds were allowed to make Volkswagens. It's weird, right?
Weird.
Oh wait, different flu.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Well, the 68-year-old was convicted of stealing roughly $1.5 million. You heard that right. $1.5 million, which was equal to about 3 cases.
Yeah, if that was during 20,
inflated.
If that was during COVID prices, yeah, right?
Yeah, 3 cases.
Let me see here. The scheme came to light when routine audit. Wow.
Who would have thought the school district did their job?
They did an audit. It flagged the food cost running about $300,000 over budget, although schools were closed to in-person learning during the pandemic. Meal kits were still being distributed to students at home. Investigators said Liddell, who had overseen food services for a decade, ensured that none of the chicken wings ever reached students.
You ain't getting no chicken wings.
Man, this is the thing that parents probably thought their kids were lying about too, where their kids are like, hey, we're supposed to get wings. And their parents are like, you don't get chicken wings in school, you stupid lying kid. Cafeteria workers knew about it as well. They're like, there's no way these parents are going to believe that their kids get chicken wings. Not a chance.
Yeah.
She ordered the food, transported it using a school cargo van, and diverted it for personal gain after pleading guilty to theft and operating a criminal enterprise.
I say, Kevin? Dare I say it?
Yeah.
Who's buying COVID chicken wings out of the back of a van?
I mean, there has to be an Italian restaurant. I'd go towards the first Italian restaurant that has a sale on them. She received a 9-year prison sentence. Now that's a lot. That's ridiculous. That's too much. I'm sorry. I don't care.
She got the kitchen. She got the kitchen sink full of wings thrown at her.
I hope she flies the coop. Right out of prison.
She got ding winged.
Yo, right when she gets to jail, they're gonna be like, "Hey, you want to work at the kitchen?"
I heard she makes great wing sauce.
She's gonna be like, "This turned out to be a raise because the price of living." Sparky's got a majority of what was going on there on the big board. And it says, now I can get my COVID money and open the restaurant and not spend a dime on wings.
Ah, true that. True that.
Triple threat. The mugshot looks like a much more troubled version of Aunt Jemima.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
she's not having a good time with this whole thing. Vera, we're the Podguyz Podcast. Vera, anytime you want to come on here, you are more than welcome. 9 years.
You will cook wings with us.
9 years you get for stealing wings, yet the people who artificially rose the price and stole from people anyways, they get nothing? Bunch of bullshit. Bunch of shit, artists. Tony. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Tony.
The biggest story of this week, of course, has to go with Mickey Rourke.
Oh, okay.
No?
That's the biggest story of this week.
The biggest story of the no?
Well, public service announcement first off. Tony has shared this and let it be known. It's the beginning of the year, and the Podguyz Podcast is booking interviews for the new year. Now, Tony, I have given you a list of people, and we're all sorting it out as far as scheduling and all that nice stuff. So,
of course.
We have hundreds of interviews in the books. If you want to contact Tony, if you have an interesting niche story, content creation, shows coming up, something interesting though, just don't be a person coming on here just to stare into the camera and wonder why you're even
have a conversation with us.
Just come on in, man. You know,
laugh, enjoy. This is life.
Are
you good now? You're good.
I just like how you keep saying the biggest story of the week. The biggest story of the week.
You want to go with the selfie shark lady?
Is that the biggest story of the week? Yes, of course. Let's go. The selfie shark lady.
While vacationing in Turks and Caicos, a Canadian woman, yes, a Canadian woman, entered shallow water and attempted to approach a large shark for a photo. The situation escalated almost instantly. If you thought that playing with a shark in the shallow water, well, you have your phone in one hand and the fin of a shark in the other.
And big shout out to the comments Jason Salvo putting out there. Any protests happening against sharks anywhere?
Ooh, good call. Yeah, good call, by the way.
Nice one, Jason. Rob Beck says, my first thought, if I'm in the water and I see a shark, get the fuck out of the water. Common sense. Feels like common sense.
Can I give her a big thumbs up, by the way? The double thumbs up. Because the shark attack resulted in the loss of both of her hands.
Man.
God damn.
Jeez.
Dude, how? And not to say how. Like, you're already in there for one. But you're instantly trying to reach back in for number two, and he takes number two.
Jesus Christ! No, she was trying to reach in, because her cell phone dropped in his mouth.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah.
She was like, my hand. Oh, the phone though fell into his mouth as well.
You know what he must have had stuck in between his teeth? Maple syrup.
Why maple syrup?
She was Canadian. She was Canadian.
Oh yeah, Canadians love maple syrup. You know. He obviously wasn't a Canadian shark because they don't bite. Maybe the shark was camera shy. He probably told you over and over, but you wouldn't listen. Knock, knock. Who's there? Not you. That's yeah.
These are shark now.
Here's Sierra Wotton says he thought she was some Canadian bacon.
Oh.
Yeah. Now Dave Edwards says, so there's a shark somewhere with an iPhone in his belly.
Sparky, what do you got on the big board? Oh no, I lost my hands. What do I do? But do not worry, honey. I got extra wings for you.
There you go. Vera with the win.
Vera. Vera with the win. Thank you, Vera.
There you go. That counts as it's fucking time served right there,
Yeah, now her arms look officially like chicken wings. No hands.
This is some speculation right here, and this is okay speculative banter. Anthony Stark says if it's a selfie with a shark, it would get her from behind, not the front. Ashley Joy, wait now, hold on. Ashley Joy responded to Anthony saying, I think she was next to it and held up the phone doing something with the other hand, and the shark thought the phone was a fish and went for it. I tried to take a pic of a beautiful fish in a fish shop once and thought my phone was at least a foot away from the aquarium. It scared the poor thing. I realized the cameras looked like eyes, and the phone must have looked like a much bigger fish. Didn't try from anywhere close ever again. Athena Sherwood says Anthony Stark, or she tried to wrap her arms around it and help it pose better.
Oh, yeah.
Like turn it to the camera and hold
Titanic
still
style,
for the shot.
By the way.
It might have started that way until the shark took umbrage over something and attacked. People need to realize it's nature of the beast. It's what they do. Guys, if you're listening out there and you see a shark and you have your cell phone out there.
No one puts baby shark in the corner.
If you see all the if you see a shark, just do your best to be, Tony, this would not happen to an American. Okay?
Just saying.
Throwing it out there.
Now, Kevin, I had a friend named Kevin once, right?
Yeah.
And at his house in his aquarium, he had freaking piranhas, right? He bought piranhas and he raised them to eat the skin off of chickens that he would put into his tank, right?
Sounds like a single guy.
Yeah. You know what I never did, Kevin? I never put my hand in, on, or around the tank of piranhas because I knew that it would rip my hands off.
It's
just throwing it out there. Common sense is fucking way gone from people.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, it's a mess out there right now.
All right, on to our last story, sir. Last story. Come on.
She is the lead in the heartbreaking true story. Michelle Williams wins Golden Globe for playing woman with cancer who divorced husband and slept with 200 men.
That is the rule built for somebody.
What the fuck is going on here? Michelle Williams wins the Golden Globe for playing woman with cancer who divorced husband and slept with 200 men. That's the okay, so it's called Dying for Sex TV Drama. I don't know. Lead role, Wild Die. What the fuck? The Golden Globes is a great opportunity for Hollywood's A-listers to. Tony, did you watch the Golden Globes?
I watched little clippets of the Golden Globes just because I thought that it would be entertaining. And lo and behold, always is, sir.
Wanda Sykes reminds me. I know who she reminds me of right now. She reminds me of a female taller version of the black midget from Bad Santa.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, Bill Maher, you gotta just stop. Sparky, flip it around, bro. What's going on?
Go and have another drink.
The Canadian lost her hands. Quick, get ice.
Yeah, for her hands, not for the
Sparky,
shark.
that is fucking funny right there. No, yeah. Well, that is who you call.
Yeah.
And then you get some ICE agents up there like, no, ice for the hand. Thanks for coming, guys. No. Right. She's legally here.
Yes, from Canada.
Which ICE gets there. They're like, son of a bitch, which one's the Canadian? We can't tell. Just arrest them all. Just arrest all the people that look Canadian. We've never been put in this situation before.
You know they're Canadian because they're nice.
That story, we're doing something at the Podguyz Podcast called Leaving Minnesota Alone. We're leaving them alone.
100%. 100%. Just let it go.
We dove in a little bit with the Somalian daycare thing, and the state has no chill.
Yeah, we're gonna make our own video coming out soon of our own childcare system. But we'll work on that.
No more Florida man. We're going to talk more about Minnesota man.
Ooh.
Yeah. And Florida's been really, normal and chill anymore. Minnesota's been
very tame.
Minnesota's been fucked up, man. Like if I was Target, I'd be like, no more. We are not opening up here again. We are not opening up here again. It is not happening. So I guess that was the big movie though. The woman, she was diagnosed with cancer and then they're like, oh, well, you're going to fight the cancer, right? She's like, yeah. But here are some divorce papers first.
Mm-hmm.
I got some dick to get through.
Yeah. Molly died in 2019, by the way.
My God.
Who the show is based upon, Molly Cochin.
Man. I call it the Madonna biography, says Sparky.
Oh, okay.
That is outstanding right there. The NFL games were up, Tony. I hit a nice parlay. I had the Panthers plus 10.5, and I had the over and Bears to win minus 1.5 with the Bills. And
dude, I called every game this week. I called every game. I knew it was going to happen just as it is.
Yeah. Yeah, the Houston Texans right now are up 17-6. It looks like the Steelers season's over. See you later, alligator.
I knew that was coming too.
Mr. Rogers is on his way out.
Mr. Rogers on the unemployment neighborhood.
It's tough being a quarterback over the age of 40. I think he should definitely retire after this year. There's only one more quarterback besides him over the age of 40 starting in the playoffs. That's Matt Stafford. So it's not something you normally see after the age of 40. Rodgers currently has 141 yards throwing. It's bad, dude. It's no good.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be
unless they need 2 touchdowns just to win it, and Aaron Rodgers is no Caleb Williams right now. It's not going to happen.
Now the big picture is going to be next week for the playoff bracket. When Houston beats Texas this week, it's going to be Houston versus Denver.
No, it'll be Houston versus the Patriots.
For sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Houston versus the Patriots.
Houston versus the Patriots, and then Buffalo versus Denver.
Yep.
Yeah, Buffalo, I mean, they could beat Denver, but Denver arrested Denver team. That's tough. I would take Denver minus 3.5. I'm not going crazy on it. Minus 3.5. The line's
in a weird situation where if they play well, Josh Allen has quite a few runs in his game system, where he's just sneaking the ball, quarterback sneaks. I think they can win.
Oh God. Oh my God. Look at this bullshit. The line is Denver plus 1.5. Are you fucked up? I'm moving that right now. Dude, right? Yeah. You're seeing it right now. I am moving this shit back. Yeah. Bear witness.
I'm going to take Denver with the points.
No, I'm going to take Denver, and I'm going to push back the points on Denver. I'll do Denver minus 2.5. We'll be coy about this.
Yeah.
Denver minus 4.
No, Sparky, I'm right there with you, dude. I agree, but I'm looking to win. Like so. I don't. If Buffalo plays mess around time and they kick a stupid field goal for no reason, I'm going Denver -2.5. Locking it in right now because you won't see these rates again, Tony. Niners Seahawks.
You will
Niners.
not see these ratings. Yeah.
Niners Seahawks. That button seems a little bit too easy to press with a -7.5. So let's move that to -4.5. I'm fine with that. -4.5 Seattle.
I would say Seattle -11.5.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm right with you there. But again, the key of the reason you bet is to win, and a safer choice is to go -4.5 on this one. Seattle. I would take the
over as well.
The over under is 45.
Yeah,
you would have to.
I take the under.
Really, I'd take the over.
I take the under.
I think if anything, both of them can definitely put up points.
Seattle can play defense also.
Yeah, and they love running the ball. Sparky is correct on that. I agree with Sparky. I don't know if he's correct, but I agree with him because you got Kubiak for Shanahan. They're both run oriented. That eats too much time off the clock. It's 45, so you need 3 touchdowns apiece from each of these guys. You're lucky if you get 1 or 2 from the other, 2 to 3 touchdowns. So 5.5 is the over under for touchdowns, whether it be passing or running styled. So if you're looking 1 from McCaffrey or 2 from McCaffrey, 1 from Brock Purdy. Yeah, I mean, Sparky, you know what I could do? I could move the points up under 55.5. That's even safer. So let's do that. Under 55.5 for the alternate points right there. We'll go under 55.5. You are seeing some live betting right now. Under 55.5 for the game. It's a -430. Still adds a little juice to the idea. And then the Denver Broncos playing the Bills is 46.5 over. But you know what? I'm not playing fuck around time with the Hee Haw crew. Over 40.5 should be suitable, Sparky. What do you think?
40.5 is a good number.
Yeah. Because they like playing with the Bills, love playing with that spread, and everyone loves hitting the over. It was a half a point under before time. So
like I said,
we'll go.
Buffalo can do what they were intended to do, as far as Josh Allen running the ball 2 or 3 times at least, for pretty good yardage.
He's not going to make it.
He's not. Denver's defense is outstanding. And
Josh Allen took a beating yesterday.
And he took a beating. Yeah.
His hand, his knee. Then they checked him for a concussion.
By the way, Tony is smart every year by taking Josh Allen for fantasy football. So I am also pretty smart for taking Caleb Williams for fantasy football. So I get where you're coming from 1,000%, but they are just way too Josh Allen can beat the Jacksonville Jaguars by himself, basically, okay?
Yeah.
Nobody's going to doubt you on that one. But to go to Denver, and it's just you against the Broncos, Sean Payton, Bo Nix. I mean, you have too much against you, in my opinion. Just too much. Broncos to the Super Bowl, Sparky, or no? What do you think?
Huh? Cool.
Broncos to the Super Bowl? Are they going to make it to the Super Bowl?
Denver versus Seattle.
You think so? Really? So nobody sneaks past Seattle?
Nope.
You're taking number one?
Number one.
Get out of here.
Because the last time Seattle was the number 1 overall seed in the NFC, they went to the Super Bowl.
Okay, so so you're saying that the Rams and the Bears have no chance against Seattle?
I'm going Rams Patriots.
I'm not going Patriots.
I'm doing it. I said it. I said it today.
I think next week the Rams and Chicago is going to beat on each other so bad that when Seattle beats San Francisco, they're going to pick the scraps.
So Seattle's gonna go and beat San Francisco, probably, right?
Yep, Seattle's going to beat San Francisco by at least 10.
And then Seattle's gonna take on either the Rams or the Bears, right?
Yeah. And whoever wins that game, they are not gonna come out of that game unscathed because like Chicago hits hard and
They do hit, yeah.
Chicago lost and Chicago lost some players due to injury this past week.
They did, and it's at Chicago. I wonder what the weather is going to be like for that game.
Don't know yet. They're not talking weather yet.
Because Bears versus the Seahawks, that would be something.
So officially, they have the official division rounds: Niners and Seahawks, Bills and Broncos, Patriots, and whoever wins today.
The NFL has to, the NFL has to be very careful on how they fix their games, though, because they don't want an all West Coast Super Bowl, because then would be.
And then of course Rams and Bears.
Because they're picking off all the because the NFL's picking off all the East Coast teams so far. They're like, now we're gonna have a West Coast Super Bowl in San Francisco. Nobody's gonna watch it.
You make a very good point there, Spark. So you can't. So you would assume then that the Broncos would get beat by the Houston Texans, right?
And that's still almost considered a West Coast Super Bowl.
It's not, but I get what you're saying. Like it's right in the middle. It's right down the middle.
Think about it. If there's no East Coast team in the Super Bowl, if the Patriots get eliminated, now you're talking, you lose the whole East Coast demographic because nobody's going to care.
What makes you care to watch the Super Bowl, though? Like what teams would make you would move the needle for you to give a shit? Like, dude, if the Bears got there this year, I would be like, whoa, like that would move the needle for me. I'd be like, really? Caleb Williams showing everybody up.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Rams to make the Super Bowl again. It would be like, oh yeah, the Rams. Okay. Big market. LA's a big market, though. I mean,
can we be honest here that the Green Bay Packers weren't at the peak of their season, especially with injured players on.
They were a hurt team. The Bears came back, and the Bears should have won that game better than they did. They should have won. Yeah. They should have won more decisively, should I say? The
the NFL fix what the NFL fix was in for Chicago to do another comeback.
You can't fix Caleb Williams jumping in the air and fucking whipping it accurately. Like there are certain things that are just
he hit the Jumpman pose too.
Dude, yeah.
He was in Michael Jordan pose.
The Rams, I think a McVay versus Ben Johnson, that's going to be tricky. But Sparky, you make a really great point. These teams are going to beat the shit out of each other so hard that when the Seahawks make easy meal with the Niners.
49ers.
Oh yeah, that's going to be easy win.
That the Seahawks will start resting players in the third quarter.
Yeah.
It should be interesting to see if the Patriots beat the Texans. If they beat the Texans, I think that they're going to be the team to beat.
I don't know, man. Broncos, Patriots. That's something. That'd be something to watch for sure. Because then you could show old footage of Peyton Manning versus Tom Brady, John Elway, blah blah blah. You can go on nice little montage that way.
Like a telenovela, Spanish heartthrob, soap opera.
Yeah. Denver, man, yeah, Spark, you make so many good points, Sparky, when it comes down to it, man. Of you don't want it to be overhauled on the West Coast too hard. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. It's going to be interesting though. That's for sure. So the Bears, everyone's expecting the Bears to get a little smoked by the Rams, right? But the Rams can't defend the run. They can't do it. And they have a little bit of trouble with a slightly mobile quarterback like a Bryce Young type. Caleb Williams is better than Bryce Young. Like all around. So,
and by the way, when the Rams got rid of Cooper Kupp,
yeah,
right, and they traded him over to Seattle, by the way, where he did fucking nothing.
He was done. He was already done the year before.
Already capped out. Yeah. And then they claimed, oh no, he's really making the team wonderful this year. He's got so much, blah 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 blah. Dude ain't doing nothing. I mean, at one point he was a great.
He's catching some passes when
the line. Yep, the line just came in on the Texans Patriots. It's Patriots are -2.5. They're at home.
Yeah.
Man, it might be it might end up being the Patriots, to Sparky's point, right? It might be the Patriots Seahawks or like the Patriots Rams or something like that.
I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
It can't be Patriots Rams though, can it?
Why not?
I think they're both in the AFC. No, Bills Broncos AFC. I'll check out the bracket. I don't know. No idea.
Yeah, it's going to be basically the two main East Coast teams that are left right now is Buffalo and New England.
Yeah.
Should be interesting. All right. Let's wrap this up tonight, guys. Of course, bringing 2026 in with the brand new year. We are the Podguyz Podcast. Sparky, where can you find us if you're looking for us?
You can find us on every single major streaming platform, including iHeart, Spotify, Spreaker, Deezer, Castbox, Pocket Cast, GeoReo, Facebook Live.
Facebook Live again.
Facebook Live again.
Back again.
YouTube, Amazon, PBS Channel 44.
We are going to be on PBS. Yeah.
Damn you, PBS.
How dare you? How dare you, PBS? We could have saved you. We could have made you better.
Yeah. Brought to you by Michael's Monkey Wrenches.
They just put up the schedule of games on ESPN for what time each game was going to be at, and I missed it.
Wonderful.
Man.
Wonderful. By the way, Houston just went up 30-6.
No. They were up 30-6 with 2 minutes left to go in the game. It was a 51-yard interception for a touchdown.
Yeah. Right.
So Rodgers threw one more touchdown.
Yeah. Needless to say, Rodgers sucks. Anyways. We're the Podguyz Podcast, bringing it to you every week, 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. I'm Tony Kaz.
Kevin Neary here.
Of course, the ever-loving Picasso.
Wait, Sparky.
Make sure you tune in every week. Same bat time, same bat channel. We'll catch you soon. Have a great night. Bye.